Another day
Hello.
together.
Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, where today we are in the Crypt Spire. Yay! Now, this is going to be an exceptionally difficult build set with this area, and especially versus the enemies that we're going to be going up against. So here we are bringing Sacrificial Edge and Cleansing Light. These last for 90 seconds with Gift Extension, and it boosts our attack power by 800. And we are going to have Opportunism, which is then going to boost us, so we'll be at 1700, and we will have a 25% increase to our damage if an enemy is stunned, poisoned, and or slowed. And so we're going to have debuff build up here, so our stun is going to be increased a little, and we're going to have a debuff of Venom on our weapon, so Sword Strikes are going to pair nicely with Circulating Pulse, and then we will have Venomous Shot and some Slowing Shot and Slow Traps. So we're bringing Yakumo along because of his Foul Blood Barrier, because we are going to be exceptionally squishy here along the way, and so this is going to be super super helpful if we can not take too much risk here. And so it is going to be extra helpful here if we don't get crazy out of control here. But as you can see, as soon as we get debuffs going, we are going to be a super powerhouse here. So we'll go for some backstabs here along the way, just to make sure that we have enough Ichor. We need 20 Ichor to run Cleansing Light and Sacrificial Edge at the same time. And then all of a sudden we need a, oops. So there's the Foul Blood Barrier kicking in there and doing very, 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 very well for us. So you can see that we can't really stun too many enemies or anything like that kind of on demand. It's all about basically, keeping your distance here. Okay, so he's slowed. That's very good. Time for us to unload some of that damage. Very, very good. Okay, so let's go for a couple backstabs here and get some Ichor. Now, we have the Blood Veil that we have here because we want to make sure that we have quick mobility, because that will help us get away from the enemies very, very, very quickly whenever we need to. So just between the Executioner and the Venus Claw together, without really anything else of our build, we actually have a pretty decent build here, just in the weapon and the Veil and the Blood Code. We almost don't even need to use our blood or any of our gifts at all, almost, because we have a pretty decent a setup here as is. Okay, so let's put a trap here, so he'll run through that. Okay, almost got him poisoned. That is really good there. Almost got him, but that's okay. Okay, let's get him prepped for slow, and then we'll go for a couple of attacks here. Whoops. Okay, let's back up here a little bit. Okay, and let's go ahead and give him some launches here. Oh, okay, that's a great launch. And let's launch this guy. Okay, very nice. Oh, Yakumo, you just stole my kill. And as you'll notice here, that we can only get to an Ichor cap of 40, which is not great at all. And we are going to be going up against stupid monkeys now. So it is super imperative that we actually get rid of these guys fast. So let's open the door just so we can have it open. And let's... Whoop. Okay, there's a foul blood barrier coming in. Super handy there again. Okay, so we got one monkey slowed. Let's get in. Oh, there goes Yakumo. Oops. And we're dead. Okay. This is the part where oh, we were not dead. Whoops. Oh well. That's my mistake. But you can see that we really don't have it. Did I, Yakumo? We really don't have anything for Yakumo, so he's kind of on his own, which is not great here at max difficulty. He just kind of flips and flops around, where he just kind of doesn't do much, but we're only using him for his foul blood barrier, because as you can see, we die in one hit pretty much, without foul blood barrier. So it's really important that we keep our health up, but that's why we have lifesteal, but we need to kill a whole lot of enemies before that actually takes effect. And as you can see, we have plenty of damage and everything to put out on the enemy. However, the problem comes in the form that, you know, how do we go about engaging the enemy here easily and quickly to make sure that they, you know, don't have any other friends. And as you can see in the monkey fight there, as soon as they have extra friends, then all of a sudden, you know, our single target damage build kind of falls apart. So kind of unfortunate, but you know, that's the way the build works. It's really great for any one single target enemy that you might happen to be going up against. Now here, it's not important that you kill these guys, but what is important is for the very next group that we have plenty of ichor for those three fellas up at the top of the stairs, or the ladder. And it's also important that we have plenty of ichor going into monkey room, because the monkey room is absolutely horrible, and we do not want to be going into monkey room. Whoops. We don't want to go into monkey room with being unprepared in any way. So that's good that we got a kill there. That's 5% of our health back. And it would be really nice if we could go a couple more kills here without engaging you know, any more of our items. Okay, so this guy's gonna walk through that slow trap, or he's not going to. There we go. Whoa. Okay, thanks, Yakumo. That was odd. Let's see if he comes back through here. Yakumo's just in the dodge roll, so this is pretty awesome. And we are out of ichor, unfortunately. Okay. Well, we'll just take a backstab here. That'll give me a kill. That's nice. Oh. And Yakumo's dead, because that's how Yakumo rolls. Okay. This is gonna get a little bit intense here. Or we'll just, you know, chain backstab these guys. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Now for Monkey Town here, this is going to be pretty awful, just because of the fact that, you know, we have all these fellas coming after us here. Okay, let's go for poison. Okay, monkeys are slowed. Okay, and the stupid several monkeys here can't kill one of them fast enough. Oh well. Yep, I'm back up. Okay, so let's just run to Monkey Town, and then we'll get through there. So that's the really low part of this build set is that we have no ability to handle crowds. If we have one-on-one kind of enemies, we can do that really simply, really easily. We have all the tools that we're going to need to do one-on-one battles. However, anything beyond that, it becomes really difficult. And this, tower here is notorious for having multi-enemy encounters. Like, the invasion and several of the other rooms, like the monkeys and different areas, those are all really bad encounters. And Yakumo is not really a good partner for what we're going for here. But what we are going for is the fact that, right, we have the ability. We have the ability to actually. We have the ability to actually go for, a whole bunch of debuffs here on one single enemy. But when we get into business like this, where there are, several enemies all at once, this becomes a really poor, really bad build altogether. Okay. Yep. And we're inhibited now. And the stupid monkeys are still here. Oops. Okay, good. No more monkeys jumping on the bed. And yeah. And now we have the awful invasion. So we'll see if we can even get through this invasion with this build set. As you see, we have not even had a chance to use Cleansing Light or Sacrificial Edge yet, so we'll go for those now, just to say that we brought them along. So we'll go for these guys first, so we get the kills, so we get the 5% and 10% health back from their heals. Okay. We'll go for poison. So we get that extra 25% damage. Okay, good. Now let's head over here and let's put down a trap so we can get a debuff on somebody. Okay, and we should be able to go for Sacrificial Edge here, which will be a serious increase in our damage. And so watch how this goes here. Yep, pretty insane. Whoops. Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's see here. Whoops. Okay, hopefully this guy comes forward. Good, he's slowed. And because he's slowed, there's no way that he can actually come out of that attack stance. So definitely pretty intense here with how this fight goes and what we have, engaged here. So let's go for a regen inducer, because we get one here from Lyle anyways, so it's worth it. But as you can see, we are like pretty Ichor starved, regardless of what our outcome was. But because we were able to keep killing enemies, we were able to keep healing. But if we go for the Ichor version, the Devour version, then we are going to be normal mobility, which is not great. And so you want to have Cleansing Light and Sacrificial Edge running together simultaneously. So that way they both end at the same time, because as you saw there, we were taking a lot of extra health damage towards the end of Sacrificial Edge being used because Cleansing Light was not active. So as far as a debuff build goes, this is great if you have Sacrificial Edge running, because then as soon as an enemy gets debuffed, then they take a significant increase in damage just because of the fact that you are using, you know, an insane amount of damage increase because of Sacrificial Edge and Opportunism all working together at the same time. So we'll save our Ichor for here for now, because this guy won't need any extra special love. I think we can just get through him with some basic backstabs and attacks, and hopefully we get the killing blow here and Yakumo doesn't kill steal. So that way we start to build up our health again to start operating Sacrificial Edge and Cleansing Light yet again together. But we do need an insane amount of Ichor here to run this build, just because of the fact that we have these really great active gifts. Okay, so here, whoops, that was not what I wanted to do, but okay. Yep. Okay. Good. Everybody's dying. That is great. Okay, let's go ahead and kill this guy. And then let's kill this guy before Yakumo does, so we can get the health. Oh, and we didn't get the health. Okay. Too bad. Well, that went way worse than it should have, but that's okay. Let's see. Now we probably will have to heal here in just a second. And we're gonna lose gift extension, unfortunately. But that's okay. We're quite a distance from where we need to be anyways for the next group of enemies, so that's completely fine. Okay, and as we're moving through the tower here, it is really nice to have quick mobility, because we can get in and out of encounters here pretty quickly if we need to. Because most of these guys are pretty quick, like you're running from monkeys all the time and different things, so it's good to have that extra mobility, so that way we don't have to worry about too much here along the way. So this guy, we can take him on one, like at a single time here. We don't have to worry about too much here, so he'll be slowed as he comes out, which is fine. Okay, we'll get him maybe poisoned here, or we'll just let Yakumo kill him. Okay, no problem. And if you run directly straight through the center, you won't have to engage these guys. But because that's not how I roll, we do need some health here. We'll definitely go for the kills on these guys here, just to make sure that they don't give us any problems, and we can get the health back and the Ichor back to run everything else on our build, because we need an insane amount of Ichor. It's worth it, completely worth it, to go for you know, any kind of bonus advantage we can give ourselves if we have the chance. Whoops, and Yakumo is there kill stealing again, but that's okay. And yet again, we have a big amount of damage in the Executioner, because it is just a really great weapon. Let's go ahead and open up the next shortcut, just for the off chance that we actually go down. That could very well happen. You guys know me at this point. Weirder, stranger things have happened and can happen here in Vane. And there is the Black Hunter guarding the regen extension factor over there. So we'll leave him be. And we haven't used circulating pulse yet because we haven't really had a serious one-on-one fight yet that has used or has taken advantage of a single enemy being slowed. And so we will do that on the big fella up here, the Stone Crusher. Okay, because we will have our 90 seconds active. We can go for these things here. Okay. Unfortunately, we took a huge amount of damage there. But that's okay. We can kill these guys, pretty fast. Let's go ahead and heal before he destroys us. Okay, now we can head up here and we can start fighting the Stone Crusher. So 1050, that'll be just enough health there. Okay, and we should have just enough time to get him poisoned and slowed. So that is what we want to go for. Okay, and you can see we didn't even have 3 ichor to use a circulating pulse, but you can see that if we did have a little bit more ichor, we could have used one there. But circulating pulse is really good when it's fast, and it's not so great like this where it's just base speed. Base speed is usually bad speed. Keep that in mind. Okay, so here we want to run around the side, so we make sure that we encounter just these guys on their own. Okay, good. And we did get indeed the kill there for that guy. Thank you, Yakumo, for trying to come and engage here. Okay, good. Oh, and Yakumo, they're kill stealing again. Okay. Whoops. That's my kill. Thank you. Okay, and the other guy got stuck in the wall again. For some reason, that monkey there, he does get stuck in the wall at weird, strange, odd times. Not all the time. Most of the time, though, he is stuck in the ceiling, and he doesn't come down. Sometimes you can shoot him down, but it's not very often that can happen. So you're kind of always out of luck with that. And here we go with our lottery ticket. Let's see if we get it. Nope, not this run. Unfortunate. I definitely need to farm these guys and get 13 lost Zweihanders, but yeah, that's for another day. Probably when I finish the Road 100, we'll get 13 of them, so we'll see about that. Okay, so that's the Crypt Spire, and our chest piece there fades in and out of existence. It's kind of odd, but as a debuff build, even though we don't have like a crazy dark value for any real reason here, because we don't have anything that's really dark dependent. I mean, as far as debuff value goes, we don't have, the focus gifts or anything like that, like these two. And so here it's just the dark value that we're getting, 1162, is just the values that are going to affect these 3 gifts here, which is not really that impressive, as they are 1-to-1s, and I think they're 0.45 to 1 or something like that. So we're not losing out on any real big damage values at all. And so this is a great setup here to kind of run through the Crypt Spire if you have one-on-one encounters. As soon as you get into the dual encounters, things get a little worse and a little strange. So keep that in mind, and you'll be all set to go. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and next time will be the Blade Baron Cannoneer in a debuff battle, and then Mito in a debuff battle. And so we'll see you guys then. Take care. Bye.